welcome to Pilates. For this session today we will be using a resistance band. If you haven't got one, it doesn't matter, you'll still be able to get a good workout focusing on mobility, strength and range of movement. But if you do have a band, then it's going to give you the opportunity to work a little harder. Okay? I've also got a block, so just something that can support the head if you prefer that, if you like a little comfort. So as always, making sure that you listen to your body, work within a comfortable range of movement for you, challenge yourself but don't hurt yourself. So we're going to start with a warm-up, and we're going to have a lying down warm-up today. So I'm going to rest my head on the block. I'm going to bring my feet to the floor, knees pointing up towards the ceiling and arms resting by the side of the body. I'm going to start focusing on the very centre area of the body here, beginning with my pelvic tilts. You'll feel that movement predominantly in your lower spine as you tilt, feeling the lower spine hollow and flatten. Notice where you sit comfortably at centre, and that's the point that we are aiming for. Couple more tilts here, and then coming back to centre, allowing the spine to relax, feel it melting into the mat here, rolling the shoulders back and down and gliding the shoulders down towards the waist. Focusing on our breath, taking a nice breath in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Taking that in-breath to the back and the sides of the ribcage, and as you exhale, allow the breath to gently flow out of the mouth. As always, looking for balance with breath, in-breath to match the out-breath here. We stay focused on the breath and we start to engage those core muscles. Inhaling to prepare, exhaling to pull the pelvic floor muscles deeply up towards the navel, and on the inhale we release, repeating that small pattern of movement as we pull up and release, activating through the pelvic floor. And adding on when you're ready. Exhaling to pull up, inhale, scoop the navel inwards towards the back of the spine, and then we release and we reset to repeat. Pulling up, scooping in, finding that breath, working with the body movement here. One more at maximum. We cut that intensity in half, so we're working at 50% as we pull up and scoop in. One more at 50%, and we cut that intensity in half. One more time, so we're working at about 25%. Now this should feel manageable, it should feel comfortable, and the aim here throughout our session is that we stay engaged at about this level of intensity. So we're always activated and working safely through our core muscles. Next time we engage, staying there, bringing the hands to the shoulders, and we start to make a circle with both elbows. Adding here a little rotation through the shoulders. So we make sure that before we get into our main phase of work, that we are fully mobilized through the body. We've warmed up through all the major areas we'll be working through today. Changing direction when you're ready. One more here, still working through the shoulders but a different direction. We bring those arms up and we float one arm overhead, one arm comes down towards the thighs, and then we repeat. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed, so as the arm goes overhead, you're not wrenching the shoulder up to your ear, you're keeping the shoulder working nicely within the shoulder joints here. to an open chest position, and we begin to add a small movement here as we sway the knees gently, carefully away from the midline of the body. And as and when it feels comfortable for you to do so, we start to increase that range of movement, aiming to drop the knees a little closer to the floor on each side. Feeling this movement predominantly in the lower spine, hips and pelvis area. We have one more to each side. Then we come back to center and we draw that right knee into the body, giving it a hug. And from the hug, rotation through the hip as we circle here. Changing direction when you're ready. Again, reminder to stay focused on your breath and your core engagement. We come back to center and we warm up the legs by going straight into that can-can. Lengthening that leg as you extend away from the body, starting to warm up through the hip flexors, through the hamstrings, quads and calves. We have one more here. Placing that foot down, draw the other leg in and give it a hug. Into hip rotation when you're ready. And changing direction. Coming back to center and into can-can, again warming up through the front of the hip and into the legs here. One more here, planting that foot down and then drawing both knees into the body and giving them a hug. Crossing the ankles is option one and coming to a gentle rock here side to side. Option two, we uncross those ankles, tuck those toes in, remove the block if you have one, hands behind the back of the thighs, engaging, and we begin to roll. Aiming to maintain that ball shape here, rolling from shoulders to tailbone. If you need to plant the feet so it's a little more stable, please do. So either planting those feet or balancing shoulders to tailbone. Think about your engagement. That's going to help you control that rock. So starting to get a little more warmth and movement through the spine. One more here. Planting those feet and coming to a 4-point position. From here, curl the toes, walk the hands back, and we roll up carefully through the spine, coming to a full body stretch position. Take a breath in, exhale, arms come down, chin to chest, shoulders lead, and we begin to unstack the spine. You're going as low as you can comfortably with a little softness to the knee, and then you're going to begin your roll up. So that's this time restacking the spine. So think about that unstacking, restacking Smooth, controlled movement as we fully mobilise through the spinal column. As you know, and as I always say, we do this always because it's a fantastic way of starting to really mobilise, warm up, loosen off through the spinal column. It also encourages range of movement, flexibility and strength. Option, if you want it, to walk this carefully out to a plank position. If you're walking to plank, watch those hips. You don't want to wobble through the hips, you want them to be nice and stable. Shoulders over hands, pushing back through those heels, lovely long spine. Try and avoid that bottom lift. Holding the plank for a few breaths before we begin to walk the hands back towards the feet, and again being careful to avoid any kind of rock as you walk yourself back. So what you're thinking about here as you walk it out to your plank is precision and control. Find that flow as you move. Now I'm happy for you to hold that plank for as long as you want to. So if you'd rather stay in that plank, stay in it. Or continue to walk back, rolling up and down. The choice is yours. So by adding that plank, we add an element of gentle, full body strength work here. Whole body is nicely activated if we add that plank. There is no pressure to do so if you're rolling up and rolling down. That is a beautiful movement for the spinal column, so do stay with that. I'm coming up to standing, and we start our main phase from a standing position. So I'm going to now start to use the resistance band. Okay, very simple start, working through the shoulders, arms, upper back. You want to make sure that the resistance works for you. So make sure that the band is tight enough that you can feel that you're working, that you're activated. My feet are under hips here, soft through the knees, long through the spine, shoulders back and down. I'm in a nice neutral position through my pelvis and lower spine, and I've engaged through those core muscles. What I'm simply going to do is take the arms in front so the hands are about level with the shoulders, and then I'm going to rotate. So I'm going to open up diagonally, come back to center, then rotate the other way and open up diagonally. And what I'd like you to do here is squeeze the shoulder blades together so we've got that activation through the chest as we open up, encouraging good posture. We're starting to work through the shoulders, the arms and the upper back. So simple but effective. This exercise is a nice place to start. It encourages us to move through the shoulders. So we're thinking about the strength of our shoulders here, the overall general health of the shoulders. Find that breath pattern that works for you here. So exhale as you open, inhale as you close is what I would recommend for this one. Now if you're working starting here with a nice deep resistance so you can feel the pull as you open. You should be starting to feel a little heat in those shoulders. If it's too much heat and it's becoming uncomfortable, then what you can do is loosen off a little through the band. Can we feel those shoulders? I certainly can. Simple, but it certainly works. Not here for too long. I've got 6 more in total. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Roll those shoulders. Okay. We are going to take those legs into a wide plie position. So for plie, we turn the toes away from the body. So we're thinking about opening out the hips, activation through the thighs here, and we're going to add a side bend work. So we're going to start to work through the sides of the body, moving the spine in a different direction to that roll down. So again, I want to use the resistance of the band. You have an option if you wish to just take this into a plie, sinking down and up, not pushing the bottom away. You are sinking the bottom down here. If you are using the band, we're going to alternate. We're going to come up into that plie, take it into side bend, back to center, release from the plie, repeat. So coming down, into side bend, and back to center, and rise. So in your own time here. So again, we're thinking very much about precision of movement. Carefully controlled plie with those toes turned out. You'll be able to feel those inner thighs working here. Feel that you're lifting the ribcage away from the hip as you come into that side bend. Pulling down with the bottom hand to activate deeper, to make this more effective. If you're not using a band, you can still do what I'm doing with the arms, and you will still get that side bend activation. Good. Think about your balance. A little wobble is okay. It means that the body is being challenged and it's working. So if you do have a little wobble, it's nothing to worry about. If the shoulders are starting to feel tired, or it's too much for the shoulders, then you're here. Bring the arms down, then lift them up for the next repetition. Now hopefully you're feeling a little combination here. Shoulders, waist area, inner thighs. Find that breath, engage through those core muscles. Good. 8 with me here. Don't rush them. into the last 4. Feeling those thighs? I hope so. Last 2. Last 1. Good work. Well done. Roll the shoulders. Bring those feet back. Give those legs a little shake. We're staying with side bend work. We're going to place the band under the feet, hip distance apart, bringing the band up. So, soft knees, long spine, shoulders back and down engaged. Into side bend, alternates. You can see that I'm lifting my arm, elbow points up towards the ceiling. I'm getting deeper into that side bend. So your side bend here, not only working through the waist oblique area, not only stretching through the side of the body, but also a very important movement to keep the spine moving and healthy. So, lateral flexion, side bend work. Another way in which we move through the spine to encourage flexibility, strength, and range of movement. We have 10. Are we still engaging through those core muscles? Do we have a breath pattern that works with our movement, creating flow? Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You should feel that your sides are nicely activated here. I'm going to take those legs wider again, a little bit wider than the hips. I leave that up to you, how wide you want to go. Make sure you can control the movement. This time toes are facing forward. So this time, instead of coming down like we did with the plie, we are sending the bottom away. Now think about your spinal position here. We don't want to take it into a fold. We are pushing the bottom away, bending the knees, making sure that we're not sending those knees wildly over the toes here. So I keep my chest lifted and my shoulders back and down. So your options are to either take it to a small squat here, hands on hips, arms in front of you if you don't have a band, or with the band, what we're going to do here, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and tight here, I'm coming into my squat, hold the squat, open, close, and lift. Alright, so set it up, prepare when you're ready. Into the squat, hold, open, close, and rise. So you're sending the bottom away, you're scooping in through the abdominals, you're zipping up through the pelvic floor. As you open out, squeeze the shoulders together, encouraging again that good posture as we open up through the chest, starting to work into the upper back once again. Good. We have more standing exercises. We're really focusing before we get to the floor about working through the full body. So full body exercises here. Remember your nice squat position, sending the bottom back. Squeeze the glutes as you go down and up. Again, arms, chest, shoulders, upper back. You should be feeling that activation. If you need to rest through the upper body, simply bring the arms down between your repetition. Or stay with the arms lifted if you prefer. We have 8 here. Stay with me for 4. How are those arms? 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good work. Roll the shoulders. Shake those legs. Okay, side raise work. We're going to stay with shoulders and arms in a side range movement. So, what I'm going to do here is place the band under one foot, take a step back with the other foot. Quite simply, leaning ever so slightly forward here, so I've got a long back leg and a slight bend in my front leg. I'm going to take the arm down by the side of the body, lift the chest, engage. Exhale to open, inhale to close. Very simple. All right, so prepare, and when you're ready, we exhale, open, inhale, close. Now you're aiming for shoulder height here. Try not to take it any higher. We don't need to. It's not the aim of this one. This complements beautifully the upper body work that we have done so far. Now remember the resistance of your band. It's up to you. The more resistance, the harder you're working. Again, activation through the shoulders as well as the arms here. That's 10, 10 more. And 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Changing sides. So, other leg comes in front, stepping back, long back leg, little bend in that front leg. Make sure the band's secure underfoot. So again, set it up, same move. Open and close. Find the resistance that works for you. We're going from here to work into those triceps, thinking about the upper arms. Now, if you happen to have a weight handy, you're very welcome to pick up a weighted object for the next exercise. I'm going to stay working with the band because It does work the triceps nicely. Halfway mark. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, for those triceps, the band's going behind. Let me show you. I'm taking one arm down here and one arm up here. So the aim is that you're coming down and up and you're finding that resistance. So the elbow, when the hand comes down, points up to the ceiling, and then you're pulling the hand up, okay? So make sure you've got a good resistance here. Prepare for it, relax the shoulders, and when you're ready, down and up. Working those upper arms, the backs of the upper arms. We commonly refer to those, as you know, as bingo wings. So if you are using a weight, you've got the weight in both hands, then you're dropping down and up. Secure the bottom arm so it stays where it is. Don't let it move with you. Work with the resistance. Feeling that? It's surprisingly effective, isn't it, using the band? Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now don't tie yourself in a knot, but change. Are we there? All right. When you're ready, begin. Good. Now what comes after this is side lunge work. And again, we're going to use the band to activate the upper body. Halfway mark. Last 10. Feel those arms. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh gosh, I felt that. All right, shake it off. Okay, your side lunge work. I'm going to take my right foot and turn it out. Taking a big step out on the other side, bringing those toes on the left foot straight ahead. So, again with the band. Option, side lunge here. You're still working through those inner thighs. If you wish to add the band, we are going to open and close. Open and close. Join me. Open, close. Think about your engagement If you struggle with balance and you need to bring those feet a little bit closer together, that is absolutely fine. Again, squeezing the shoulders together as we activate into the chest, arms, upper back, inner thighs and hips. Find your breath, your core engagement. Four more this side. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Good work. Carefully bring it in. Shake off those legs. We are changing sides. So again, nice big step. Toes on the left foot pointing away from the body. On the right foot straight ahead. Again, with or without the band. Set it up, engage, and open, close, lunge, return. Oh, little wobble there. Nothing wrong with that. Should be able to feel those inner thighs working here. Find a point on the floor to fix and look at if you need to. I'm obviously a bit more wobbly on this side. Halfway mark. Squeeze those shoulders. Can we feel those thighs? Shoulders, arms, upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Good work. Carefully bring those feet in. Shake off. You should feel those shoulders really nicely activated. Okay, we're coming to the knees. Take this opportunity, if you want it, to have a quick drink. If you need for knee work, you can place something soft underneath you if you like. The band is going under both knees. Now, make sure it's secure under those knees so that it doesn't pop out when you're working. We're going to start here in a nice long spine, neutral position, nice and comfortable. First part of the exercise is a shoulder raise, coming up into a push and down into a pivot. Alright, so we're going to start to activate all down here and down the front here. If you prefer, you can stay with just the pivot or just the shoulders, but we're going to alternate. Alright, so set it up, prepare, and shoulder raise, pivot. In your own time, please, both of those exercises. Shoulders have had a really good workout in our session so far. There is no side-lying work in today's routine. I hope you're not too disappointed. Don't worry, there will be in the next one, I'm sure. You know it's my favourite to really work those hips and thighs, but we've done a good job so far of working those areas in a standing position. I'm hoping that you can feel that you've worked a little bit of everything so far today. Remember shoulder issues, if you want to stay with the pivot, stay with the pivot. There is no pressure. Keep going. So what's coming next, just to finish those shoulders and arms off really nicely, is the reverse 100. Now that's the one where we stay on the knees. We're in a small pivot position as we work our 100 beats. I will demo it before we do it so you know what's coming. I'd like 5 more here. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Pivot. Good. Your reverse 100. You can do it from here. Okay? You can do it with the band. If you're using the band stays tucked to the thighs, and your 100 beats comes from here. Okay? So you're pushing the palms away, long and strong from the shoulders to the fingertips. You're counting your 100 beats, all right? Find your breath engage. So, when you're ready, long spine, prepare, pivot, 100 beats. Find your breath and your engagement. If you're still going, keep going. If you've done your 100 beats, come to seated, take a breather, take a breath. Turning the page. Okay, so we are going to start here with some abdominal work. Okay, so first exercise, we're going to bicycle. So you have some options. You can be here, you can keep it quite small if you worry about your lower back, okay? So keep it small if you need to, or go for a single small abdominal curl, okay? If you're working with the band, we take the band under the legs. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to pull the band away with my palms facing down, shoulders lifted away from the mat, chin off the chest. Quite simply engaging and bicycling. It's slow. It's a slow bicycle. Pull the band away. I'd like you to really pull in through the abdominals here. Let's find deeper activation. abdominals should be starting to kick in here. They have by no means been inactive to this point. They have been working, but now we're focusing on those. You can see we're bringing lower body work in here as well. A little activation, coordination work, lengthening work, flexibility work. Slow and steady. How are we doing? If you're getting tired, you can always put the head back, make your bicycle smaller. If you need to rest the muscles in the neck, absolutely fine. Just come back to me when you're ready. I'd like you to speed up your bicycle. Keep that chin off the chest. How are we doing? We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Feet down. Give the knees a hug if you wish. Your choice. Okay, second exercise. Options. Single knee to chest. Single curl, once again, elbows wide. Or tabletop, single extension, or long legs with a single extension, band. You can be here and that is absolutely fine as we open and close and extend and bring back. Or you're here to work a little more deeply, your choice. I've got shaky legs, nothing to worry about, a little bit of tight hamstrings. All right, so when you're ready, engage and we extend and open, bring it back and close. Extend and open, back and close. You are aiming to reach a right angle with the legs. One leg long, one leg extended. My legs are shaking because I'm doing more body pump than ever being at home. And I did body pump yesterday and hips this morning, so do excuse my shaky legs. It means they're feeling this, and that's good. Good. Stay with me. Those abdominals should be really, really starting to feel uncomfortable. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, stop shaking, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hug the knees, rest the head. So relax the muscles in the neck. Did we feel that one? I know you did. Okay, next exercise. Options, keep it simple. Feet to floor. Open and close. Alternate hips. Option 2. Open and close. Alternate hips. Option 3. Long legs. This time I'm going to tighten up the band a little bit more. I'm going to open, send the band overhead. I'm going to close, bring the band back. So choose your option. Join me when you're ready. So not just thinking about those abdominals, again bringing in the legs and the hips here. Upper body also nicely working and activated. Can you feel those inner thighs once again? You can have the shoulders lifted if you wish. It's entirely up to you. How are we doing here? Feeling it? We have 10 to go. And the thighs, yes? 6, 5. Have we got a shake on? 4. Hopefully it's not just me. 3, 2, and 1. Good work, bring those knees in. Okay, last exercise. We're going to finish with the 100. So, you can use the band if you wish. So if you're using the band, you can be here or here, and we float like this with the arms, and that's absolutely fine. Or if you prefer, traditional 100 here. Alright, so prepare, choose your option when you're ready, and 100 beats. Find your breath. Abdominals, pelvic floor. When you have done your 100, relax. I think everyone will be about done there. Carefully roll up to seated. Okay. Lengthen the right leg. Take the left foot over and twist. Left hand behind. Squeeze the shoulders together. Pulling that leg gently across, feel the stretch in the outer thigh on that left side. Let's change sides. Lengthen the left leg, right leg in. Twist, right hand behind. Squeeze the shoulders, sit up tall, pull the knee in. Come back to center. Take those legs to a modified mermaid. Right arm over and side bend here. Hold the stretch. Did we feel that one? I hope so. I hope you think I'll do that one again. Good. Remember, I think there are 7 more videos on here, so please do go back and repeat. Lift up that top leg and heel to bottom, stretching into the quad. Good, let's change sides for that modified mermaid. And into your side stretch, reaching across. Good. and heel to bottom, quad stretch. When you're ready, take those legs wide and walk it forwards. Your hips should be feeling really quite nice and flexible and stretchy and warm. So let's work with that. See how far you can take those legs comfortably and just sink it down as far as you're happy to go. Opening up the hips, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. And walk it up, calf stretch here. You don't have to reach those feet. You can have the hands under the shoulders as long as the toes come in towards you. Good. Let's come to all fours. And bringing this one up to standing. Into full body stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. And monkey swing 3. And 2. And 1. We shake it all off. And that is your Pilates session for today. I do hope you enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed that one. A little bit different for us to do so much standing work. Take care everyone. Stay safe. I do hope to see you soon, and thank you.